Guys, good morning to you. We are just going to go ahead and get at it today. So today's topic is, do you want to be a course creator? Don't make this fatal mistake. And I know that sounds uber dramatic, but it is. So I'm just going to call it like I sees it and tell you what not to do that I see people doing out there way too many times. Okay, so that's what we're going to be going into today. First things first, you guys can win stuff. Here's the way that you win stuff. All you have to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel, comment on my YouTube videos, and share my YouTube videos into social media. And one person every single week that does that is going to win something. So there's that, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So let me go ahead and get that off of here. Now let's go into, hey Cindy, I see you there. Let's go ahead and go into the course creation stuff, because in this whole great resignation, there are people out there that, they're rightfully so. They're like, well, how do I make income from home? And then one of the ways that they think they're going to make income is by creating a course. Great thing to do if you do it right. Okay. Fantastic thing to do. I love courses. I mean, all hearts on the courses. The way that I see the world that we live in right now is, man, you can go and learn a bunch of nonsense for about 200 grand when it's all said and done and not really be able to take much from it. Or you could learn specific, detailed things from people that actually move you along in your life in the ability to do whatever it is that you're wanting to do, right? And that's whether you want to make, origami birds, or if you want to, learn to swim or learn to hike well or build a business or, there's just so many different things that you can learn from people that have done the thing. It's just, course creation is fantastic. It's a great way to create revenue. So what do you need to make sure that you don't do in course creation? Also, real quick, who was at the Sales Accelerator workshop last night? Give me hands. Give me a heck yes if you were there. Tell me what was like cool for you in that. The Sales Accelerator workshop last night was so freaking boss. It was so dang good, y'all. If you missed it, you can still get in on it. The recordings are going to be dropped today. You can still, grab it and take it. But the live version last night was so like, it was insane. It's just, I love you guys. Like this, our people that we, that we bring together and that we all sort of like support and work with. Man, I love you guys. You are really doing some awesome stuff. It was so boss. Yes. Oh, I love it. Such a gift. We got a heck yes from Cindy. Go get it. You will not be sorry. Yeah, it's super inexpensive for what it is. Anyway, so course creation, back to the point. Sorry, I'm sidetracked. Whenever people are, it depends on who they're following, first of all. So whenever you decide that you're going to make a course, like, so maybe you're sitting in your carpeted cubicle at your job and you're like, you know what? There are people out there that are making money selling courses, and why can't I be one of them? Rightfully so. Glad that you're thinking that way. So why can't I be one of them? Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and Google how to make an online course, and that's fine. And you're going to come up with so many people telling you so many different things, right? The majority of what I see out there is people telling you how to create a course, which creating the course isn't the difficult part. You record some videos, hire somebody to make some workbooks for you. I mean, bada bing, bada boom. It's not a difficult thing in creation of the course at all. What I see people really, where they miss the mark is what they're creating the course about, okay? And who the course is for. Because whenever you go out there into how do I create an online course, people are going to answer that question. How do you make an online course? Well, from a functional standpoint, it's very cut and dried, right? What are what from A to Z on something that you're going to help somebody do How do you functionally get through that? Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. I mean, simple, right? You just break down the steps of doing a thing and then you document it. So it's videos, or it's, videos supplemented by workbooks, maybe supplemented by other things, that you also have. So that's the actual course itself. But what people don't tell you is how to determine what the heck to make a course on. My gosh. And who it's for. Because at the end of the day, you guys, you can spend hours upon hours creating a course that in the end nobody wanted in the first place. Right? And whenever you're done with the course, even if people do want it, you don't really know who it's for. And so you can't set it in front of the person that actually can glean the most value from it, which means you don't sell it. Okay? So what I see in this industry and in this world is a lot of here's how you create a course, because it's answering the question that people are asking, but it's not answering the question people aren't asking because they don't know to ask it, right? So the question that people aren't asking because they don't know to even ask it is, how do I decide what to make my course about and who to make my course for? Those are the things that matter. Those are your fatal errors. Or else you're wasting your time, you're creating a course and nobody's ever going to buy it. You're going to feel like a failure. You're going to feel like all of this stuff all of what your family has told you about this online business thing just being, that's just a bunch of scam artists. You're never going to be successful doing that. That's not really a thing. It is the most lucrative industry there is. Okay. I mean, we're going into crazy numbers of what the successful course creators are going to be making here soon. Just check out the data. So you can just Google that. I want you to see it yourself. I don't want to force feed that to you, because whenever you do your own research and you see the numbers yourself, I want your jaw to drop. I want you to have that moment between you and your laptop where reality hits you and you're like, oh, you're saying it's that lucrative. It's that lucrative for the people that are going to do it, right? Okay. For the people that are just making stuff to sell, it's not going to be lucrative for them. They're not going to be able to sell anything. So, which is why I teach you guys how to do it the right way, right? And so, what kind of course do you make? Really, I mean, if you haven't gone through, my explanation of bat signal. So my explanation of bat signal is really about, okay, here's who your person is. And it's a version of you throughout your life, right? And I've got different videos on it. I've got a bat signal workshop. You can go to withmartha.com, go to courses, and then scroll down, go to bat signal workshop. Super inexpensive, but it is a deep dive into precisely who your person is. Because here's the truth, is you don't know how to serve your people. You don't know what course to make, really. You don't know any of that until you know precisely who your person is, like so well who your person is. If you don't know that, the rest is speculation. And I don't know about you, but I'm not going to spend time in speculation. I spend time in facts. I spend time in data. I spend time in, I know this works, let me do it again. That's where I spend my time. I create systems, guys. I'm a systems girl. I'm a total geek. Okay. If you're new to me, total nerd. Right? But that's why I get you guys successful, because I give you the systems, because the systems are all you need. Right? So once you know who your person is, then what you do is you reverse engineer. Okay. What do they believe that they need? Now, here's the cool thing that happens in here is what they believe they need is how you're going to market your program to them, because they believe they need that thing. Now, how many people have been through life? I should just stop the question there. Everybody raises their hand. I have been through life. How many people have been through life and you thought you needed one thing, and then turns out you actually needed something else, but you didn't realize it until later, right? Hands up. Hands up if that's you. What we do, you guys, is we market and we communicate about our stuff to people in a way that they believe that they need it. So here's what they believe they need, and that's how you talk about your thing. And because we, the people that I teach, my people, you guys here, because we care about actual transformation and not just making dollars, we bring them in with what they believe that they need, and we give it to them. And then we twist it and we say, now here's what you really need. Here's what you didn't know that you didn't know. Here's what's really going to fast track you. Here's the thing that, because everything that we've been through in our lives, I don't care who you are, there has been some sort of secret sauce as to how you got through it. There was some sort of, I thought it was going to be this, but it ended up being this. I thought it was going to be this, but it ended up being this. And so what people do as course creators, even if they know who their person is, whenever they're marketing their program, they're marketing it as the thing that they really needed. Well, nobody's going to buy that because they're self-identifying as not needing that. They're saying, well, that's not what I need, so I'm going to go ahead and get this other thing. What you have to do whenever you're marketing it, you have to say, like, this is what you're looking for. If you're in this position, if you want this outcome, if you want this goal, this is what we're looking for, right? We went through all of this in the Sales Accelerator workshop last night. It was part of the conversation, was this stuff, okay? So we went through sales pages, we went through all sorts of stuff. But what we need to be able to do is we bring them in with what they believe they need, and then we twist it and we show them like the stuff that's really going to help them. But like I said, most people will only market to what they're actually getting, which is not what they believe they need, which is why people aren't going to be buying those courses. It's the biggest thing out there. It's a miscommunication with your client, with your person, and then you wonder why people aren't buying your stuff. Well, they're not buying your stuff because you're not communicating clearly. You might be using words clearly, but you're not communicating clearly with your person that they need your stuff. You're doing them a disservice because your thing could completely change the trajectory of their life, but it won't if they don't buy it, right? If they don't go through the thing, it's not going to change their life at all. And that's based on you and your own marketing, like how you're communicating in your marketing. Okay, so there is that, you guys. If you wanted to pop, great workshop. Hey, thanks, girl. If you wanted to hear about all of the different, so HBR is Home-Based Revolution. It's what it's called right now. It's turning into the Home Business School. Okay, it's rebranding into the Home Business School, and because it's a school now, like it's transitioning into like a full-on school. Okay, so it is right now still in a very inexpensive space, okay? It is where I teach you the systems that I created because they didn't exist. So I create things. If they don't exist and I need them, I figure it out and I create systems, and it took me years to do it. And so I created systems to be able to build these multiple income streams from home, utilizing stuff that I already knew, and being able to build audiences and do all of this without spending money on ads, okay? A lot of times you're gonna see people out there say, make a course and then make an ad. It's garbage. You don't have to spend money on ads. The beauty is that, ads, I've never seen a loyal person come from an ad anyway. Building loyalty and community with people, that happens through community, all right? And so that's where I teach you how to do all of that stuff too. So if you're like, I want to be able to quit my job maybe, I want to be able to, if anything, add other income streams so I don't feel so stressed out, you need to jump into HBR, and sooner rather than later, just so the price doesn't go up on you. But here's how you do it. you go into my Facebook business page, which is Livin the Dream with Martha. Message me the words, let's do this, rainbows and unicorns, whatever you want. We'll have a conversation. It's not going to be a weird conversation. It's just going to be a little chat. And I'll give you the details of the program. You're in or out, and the rest is history. Let me go ahead and get this off of the screen. Sydney, Emily, I thought of you with your new course on how to market it to your people. Ooh, yeah, I love that you're tagging folks, guys. Lorna, Home-Based Business Revolution, get ahead of the crowd. Seriously, it's lit, you guys. It's lit. Martha, you're amazing. Oh, shucks. You guys are. Nancy, good morning, Martha. Hope you have a wonderful day. Hey, same to you. Thank you. I'll do the recordings this round. There you go. Oh, that's funny. Angela, it was awesome about the workshop last night. That workshop was fun. It was really, really good, you guys. Cool. Well, I'm going to pop out of here. You guys have the best day ever. Talk to you later.